friends, how's everybody doing? I want to welcome you to Deborah's Journey. I'm excited today to be here to share a very important topic of conversation, and that is, what am I going to be doing in 2025? I love to set goals because I find that when you set goals, you're actually more successful. And this year, I set goals in January, and I just wanted to go over them right quick with you. And so the first goal was to work on the Zero Out Challenge and then move those funds to my emergency fund. And what it is, every Friday, I look at my account. Any amount under $10, I transfer that to my emergency fund. And on average, I've been transferring about $22 to $27 a month in addition to what I'm saving in my emergency fund. So I'm very happy. The Zero Out Challenge is easy and it works very well. Goal number 2 is to fund my retirement account using challenges. I did save in my retirement account, and that is something I am going to be really amping up for the upcoming year. The 100 envelope challenge, my goal was to finish it in fall 2024. Well, guess what? I finished it in fall, and so I was very happy to complete that goal. Work on game themed challenges. Yes, I did work on a lot of fun challenges. Penny challenge. I started that challenge. I saved $150, but I did not finish. I did make a decision because I had a lot of goals to just keep working on my student loan savings so that I could get that payment out of the way and get that debt paid off. And so I don't regret my decision. The next goal is my 1 month ahead savings. Continue to fund that account. I completed my 1 month ahead savings. 2 years ago, I set out to save $5,000 for my 1 month ahead savings. And I'm here to tell you that I did complete that goal, and I'm very happy that one's checked off. And then the last goal was to my student loan payoff. My goal was to get my balance under $5,000. Well, I paid off the loan completely. So that debt is gone. No more student loan debt. I'm so excited to be working on new goals. So 2024, in my opinion, was a success. I was able to reach all but one of my goals, and I feel very accomplished and very proud of myself for what I've done. And I just want to remind everybody that even if you're not normally a person who sets goals, don't be afraid to set them. You can start off small and maybe just set 2 or 3 goals, or just one goal for the year, but work towards reaching the goal. Ask yourself, what is it going to take for me to get to the goal? And then once you know that, keep working towards reaching your goal. 2025 is going to be a very different type of year. I'm going to have very few goals. My plan is to focus on 3 key areas of my finances, and I will be sharing my 2025 goals and what I plan to work on. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so goal number 1 is I want to save $10,500 for retirement. So my strategy is increasing funds sent to savings and investing. And I did the calculation, and I'm going to be needing about $875 a month to reach the goal. So that is a lot of money, but I have a plan. So my plan is I'm going to be doing challenges with larger goals. So I already have some challenges that are like almost $5,000. I am going to be getting a retirement savings book. That comes from the Almost Organized Owl, and I believe it's a $20,000 savings book. So this is probably going to take me a couple of years to finish, but I can't wait to get started working on that. I plan to automate savings to my accounts. So I do have investment accounts, and I also have a Roth IRA, and I want to also just build up my savings account. So what I plan to do is for all of my investment accounts, I will be sending a certain amount every month, and I will use auto pay to make sure I don't have to worry about it. The funds will be sent to those accounts. And if I get more income or I have more flexibility with my funds because maybe I paid something off, I will be increasing my automated savings. I do have a M1 Finance account. I have a Vanguard account, Fidelity, and SoFi Investing. So those are my 4 investment accounts. Then I'm going to be using cashback. I do have credit cards that get cashback, and instead of just letting the money sit, I'm going to be letting it build up to maybe about $100, and then I'm going to withdraw the funds, and I will put it towards my retirement savings. Okay, the next goal is reinvesting my dividends. I want to make sure all my dividends are reinvested back into my accounts because that is also helping to build up my savings funds. All of my investing is for retirement. So I'm not using any of that money. I'm not touching it until I actually retire. So that is counted towards retirement. Rebates, class action lawsuits. Now that's very random, but last year I got about 4 different payments for class action lawsuits. And a lot of times they just send you checks. You don't even really have to do anything. So I do know that because it's like free money, I'm going to use that and put it towards my investments. And then the last thing, I want to track my weekly progress. So I'm going to be really focused on tracking and keeping a sort of a chart to see my progress and how my savings is growing in my investment accounts and in my Roth IRA. To be honest with you, I really would love to fully fund my Roth IRA. That would be the first time. I have never fully funded it, and I want to use some of this goal to go towards that. So I will also keep that on a separate tracking log because I want to make sure I'm seeing progress in all of my savings. So that is goal number 1, saving $10,500 for retirement. Let's talk about goal number 2. Goal number 2 is I want to save $5,000 for my car payoff. Now it's going to go towards my car payoff, and I think if I save $5,000, I make my regular payments with some extra money on that, I have a really good chance of paying off my car. I don't have a brand new car. My car is a 2022, but I got my car in 2021. So I drove it in 2021 all of the year. I think I got it about June, early June. And it's got a lot of miles because I drive a lot. But I still have a remaining balance, and my balance is about $11,500. So I feel very confident I can possibly pay this car off. I'm going to be increasing my funds paid towards the car note and using challenges to accelerate my progress. So I need to save about $417 per month to reach this goal. So what am I going to do? I'm going to be using a dedicated savings binder that will be just for my car savings. I know I've been talking about it. I used a binder for my student loan payoff, so I'll be switching that binder and using it for my car payoff. And I will be using lots and lots of savings challenges to go towards this goal and using my completed mini challenges. Since I love mini challenges, I want to make sure I add those in the mix. I will be saving an extra $300 to $500 per month. Now this is from my paycheck. So this is in addition to my normal minimum payment on my vehicle. And I throw in a few savings challenges that I've completed every month. I have no doubt I can reach this goal. I'm going to be setting a payment goal each month and trying to challenge myself So I'll be doing that and then tracking my progress. So I want to make sure I have a graph as well so that I can see exactly how my progress is going for the payoff. So I'm very excited about goal number 2, and it's not as big as my student loan goal. So I feel very confident I can get close to finishing this or paying the car off. And goal number 3 is save $5,000 for my emergency fund. $5,000 is a good marker for how much money I need for a month. And most of the time, when we save for our emergency fund, we have to use it. I did that for a long time. I would dip into my emergency fund, I would bulk it up, dip into it, and I could never make any true momentum. So this year, I want to do that. I want to save another month because my goal is to be 6 months ahead. So this will take me probably a couple of years to get there, or a few years, but I want to get started now. My strategy is to just increase what I'm saving. That's how I'm going to do it. And if I save about $417 per month, I will reach this goal. Okay, so my plan is to have a dedicated binder, so a dedicated savings binder for my emergency fund. I'm going to be using completed challenges to fund this. So my plan is for my income to save about $300 per month. Now, if I do that and I'm saving additional money from challenges and side hustle money, then I should have no problem saving $417 per month. I also will be reallocating some of my saved funds. So it depends on how my savings is going. If I find myself kind of getting behind on my goal for that month, then I'll probably go into my savings challenges and reallocate some of those funds. And then also tracking my progress. So I think it's very important for all of my goals, for all 3 of my goals, to track my progress and to do it often. Save $20,500 this year. The bulk of the money I'm saving will be going to retirement, and I want to save money to pay off my car loan, and I also want to save to build up my emergency fund. And I want to do that by truly focusing on that dollar amount I'm sending to my emergency fund. So I like the fact that I only have 3 goals this year, and no matter what I'm doing with my savings, it's going to be for one of these goals. So it keeps it very simple, and I will keep this in a notebook, and I will also have some trackers in the notebook, and I will be sharing along the way each month how I am doing on my goals. It gives me satisfaction that my savings is going to grow and also that my debt will decrease. So there you have it, everybody. This is how I plan to save $20,500 in 2025. I think it's realistic. I think it's doable, and I'm excited to get started on my goals. The question I have for you is, are you going to set some goals for 2025? I hope you do. Please consider doing so. You won't regret it. Go into action to reach your goals. That is how you're going to win in 2025. All right, everybody, I want to thank you for joining me today. I appreciate all of your support. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again in my next video. Bye.